Most people think a credit score measures how rich someone is, but that's not what it measures at all. In fact, someone earning a high salary can have a bad credit score, and someone earning much less can have an excellent one. So, what does a credit score actually measure? This video explains credit scores in plain language, no jargon, no confusion. So the system finally makes sense. If you like simple explanations that make money feel less confusing, tap like, subscribe, and let's break this down properly. At its core, a credit score is a trust score. It answers one quiet question. How likely is this person to pay borrowed money back on time? That's it. It does not measure intelligence. It does not measure income. And it does not measure how hard someone works. Banks, lenders, and phone companies use credit scores to predict behavior, not wealth. Let's break down what credit scores actually look at, step by step. First, payment history. This simply means, do bills get paid on time? For example, Sarah pays her phone bill, loan repayment, and credit card on time every month. Even if the amounts are small, consistency matters. Late payments send the opposite signal. They quietly tell lenders, there may be risk here. Wait, so what does this actually mean? It means timing often matters more than amount. Second, credit usage. This looks at how much of your available credit is being used. James has a £1,000 credit limit. If he constantly uses £900 of it, the system sees pressure, even if he pays it back. Lower usage suggests breathing room. Higher usage suggests financial strain. Third, credit history length. This simply means how long credit accounts have existed. Longer history gives lenders more data. Shorter history means fewer patterns to analyze. So no, having no credit history isn't always a good thing. It often means there's nothing to measure. Fourth, new credit checks. Applying for many loans quickly can look risky. To the system, it can look like financial stress, even when intentions are harmless. But here's where most people get it wrong. There's something credit scores completely ignore, and it surprises almost everyone. That hidden thing credit scores ignore? How much money someone actually has saved. Savings accounts, cash balances, and investments are invisible to credit scoring systems. A person could have £20,000 sitting quietly in savings, and the credit score would never know. Wait, so what does this actually mean? It means credit scores don't measure security, they measure behavior. This is where many people get confused. They assume being good with money automatically creates a good credit score. But saving money and borrowing money are tracked in completely separate systems. Take Daniel. He avoids debt, saves carefully, and pays everything in cash. Because Daniel never uses credit, there's very little data to score. So when Daniel applies for a phone contract or rental agreement, the system struggles to assess him. Now compare that with Amina. She earns less, but uses a small credit card responsibly. She borrows small amounts, pays on time, and keeps balances low. To the system, Amina looks predictable. And predictability equals trust. So credit scores don't reward wealth. They reward consistency. When lenders check a credit score, they don't see a full financial life. They see patterns. Pay on time, use credit carefully, avoid sudden risky behavior. They don't see salary details. They don't see savings habits, and they don't see future plans. This matters because credit scores quietly influence everyday life, renting a flat, getting a phone contract, even spreading payments for basic items. So a low score doesn't mean someone is bad with money. It often means the system hasn't learned them yet. Understanding this removes shame and replaces it with clarity. Once this is understood, credit scores stop feeling personal and start feeling mechanical. Next, the most important question of all. How should credit actually be used without falling into debt? So if credit scores measure behavior, not wealth, how should credit actually be used? The healthiest way to see credit is simple. It's a tool for proving reliability, not a source of money. When used this way, credit works quietly in the background. Think of credit like training wheels. Small, controlled, and designed to build balance, not speed. Borrow small amounts, pay them on time. Repeat consistently. Wait, so what does this actually mean in real life? It means using credit for things already affordable, then paying it off as planned. not stretching income, not chasing limits, not relying on debt to survive. The problem starts when credit replaces budgeting. That's when balances grow, stress builds, and the score the system once rewarded starts to fall. Credit scores don't care why someone struggles. They only record patterns. This is why understanding the rules matters more than judging yourself. A credit score is not a moral score. It's not a measure of worth. It's a mathematical shortcut lenders use to reduce uncertainty. Once this is understood, financial decisions feel less emotional. People stop fearing credit and start controlling it. So here's the truth, clearly stated. Credit scores measure how predictably someone handles borrowed money. They do not measure wealth. They do not measure savings. They do not measure intelligence. They reward consistency, restraint, and time. And once the rules are clear, the system stops feeling confusing. It becomes something that can be used calmly and deliberately. If this explanation made credit scores finally make sense, you'll enjoy more clear, practical money breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and keep making money decisions that actually work for you.